I'm Katie.
I'm Liz, and we're
Not Your Mommy.
We've invited a third into the chat room today. We have Alyssa here let's give her a proper intro. I have some notes here. This is the first, Liz, are you confused? Like, I actually made notes for myself.
Who are you? And what did you do with Katie?
No, I know. Well, I'm the bot version. Okay, so we have Alyssa Garrison on the pod today. I have been asking her to come on literally since you were pregnant with your second child, so over 2 years now. Here's my intro. She's the pastel loving creative behind Random Acts of Pastel, which if you don't follow on Instagram, you need to do now. I have been following you since when you were living in Toronto.
Me too.
Oh,
Just want to say.
Okay. I love it. So what started as, I'm pretty sure, a blog, right?
yes. Yeah.
It became like a full-on world, basically, that celebrates color, creativity, and also motherhood. But honestly, what I'm most excited to have you here today, like I said to you earlier, is to really talk about your journey to motherhood. It's like the most empowering, inspiring story ever. So welcome.
That was the nicest intro ever. I did not expect to want to cry before noon today.
Oh my God, you're so sweet. Well, I know. Don't be shocked, because I know I don't really act like that on a day-to-day basis, so it is confusing.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but it is true. I find you so inspiring. And I will say, just so everyone knows, I do see Alyssa often. She works on our social media channels, and also her husband, Johnny, is our general manager at Kokomo. And so I have bits of you in my life every single day. But we never have the luxury of sitting down and chatting for a whole hour. So this is exciting. But what I always say to Johnny is oh my God, Alyssa just does motherhood. It's no big deal. You literally had your children home, no daycare, no support for years. And you run your business, and you just get it all done.
Thank you. I feel like it's the thing I really wanted to do in my life. So that's maybe why,
Totally. Okay, well, let's just start there then.
Yeah.
So Summer is almost 7 now. It's her favorite season, Halloween, her birthday season. When I have Halloween decorations, I was going to take them down behind me. And then I was like, oh, but Summer would love them.
Oh, they're everywhere in here. It's really getting out of control.
So, and when, you said you always knew that you wanted to be a mom, that's just been something that you always knew was going to happen.
Yeah. So I feel like it was just my biggest goal always, and everything else was fine, but this is the thing I really, really want to do. And kind of, I would say when I hit my 20s, which probably is when most people are going out all the time. I was going out all the time, but I was constantly I just want to be at home with a baby.
That's amazing. I always waited for that moment to happen to me, but never really did.
Yeah. I feel very lucky that I can say confidently that I've always been someone who knows what they want. And then I don't really hesitate or falter. And I don't really think through all the difficult parts. It's just this is what I want, and I'm going to make it happen. And I think when having kids, that was so hard for me, because I thought that the way to make it happen was I'm going to meet the right person. And then all those pieces will fall into place. Once I find that missing person, then I can have the family that I'm dreaming of.
Totally. That's what we're sold.
That's what everybody thinks. Yeah. So I was okay, I'm going to work on myself, work on my career. I lived in Toronto for 12 years, and I built my whole career there after I finished journalism school. And things kind of took off in a really positive way. I quit working for anyone else and just started working for myself pretty early on, because I was losing money working in an office, which was the best. Yeah. And yeah, I got to a point mid-20s where I was okay, I feel really good about where my life is at, but that missing person is still not here. And I've done a ton of work with myself, and I feel I have a lot to offer, and I have this really great life. But I noticed, I think, that everyone I was trying to date, it got to a point where my like intentions were so clear. Like I couldn't get through a first date without being like, I really want a family.
Okay, I love that because I do have friends right now who are in that
Yeah.
like place,
Yeah.
and it's like a hard thing to weigh out. Like, yeah, like how quickly do you say? Because like literally that is why a lot of my friends are dating, is because they're like, Kate, time is ticking, and like I need to do this thing now. Yeah. Okay. So I love it. You just laid it out. I mean, Chris like has a very fond memory of me, or not. I don't know if it's fond, but strong memory of me, like within the first 5 dates being like, okay, FYI, like if you want to go on a sixth date, like I just need to know, like, if we're together longer than like a year, I just want to know, like, you're open to traveling and like not living here forever. And he was like,
Oh,
sure. Like, I've never thought about it, but like, sure. And then we still haven't gone anywhere, but yeah.
yeah.
But
I
yeah,
think
no, I think that's important.
yeah. Just but I will say that it definitely got a lot of like just first dates or like ghosting, or someone would
Yeah.
a date like for a couple of months and then every guy would be like, oh, it's starting to feel serious, like kind of disappear into the wall, you know?
And the
Um,
scary thing is like, and like, not to foreshadow, but like imagine if you like if you did stick with one of them, but it really was just to have a kid, and then you like
Yeah.
are now having to like be with this person for the rest of your life. Do you know what I mean?
I think about
Like
that all the time.
yeah, I bet.
Yeah, there was a couple guys that like it got close that they were like maybe, and then like watching how their lives kind of netted out, I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
Right? Really dodging
100%.
bullets there.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, and I also didn't just date guys. Like I'm queer, and I had trans partners and female partners, and kind of like all across the board. I would say that like women were a little more on board to start a family faster, but I was
Cool.
like in my early 20s for the most part, and something kind of always came up. And obviously, in that situation, there's a lot more like planning involved. So it's not necessarily something that like can be just a drunken whim decision like it can be with
Uh-huh.
sister.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, right? Because it's like, yeah, there's lots of planning, but like, so there should be. But
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so there should be, but you know, it's a lot easier to it just
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, exactly.
But for me, it did not just happen in with anyone in any way. I think I had it in my head that I was going to be like married with kids at 25. An important preface to this is like my parents have been together since they were 12.
Oh my gosh.
They
Okay.
got married at 18 and had us like both while my mom was still in her 20s. So I like idolized this like finding your person and building this life with them from like a young age. My whole kind of like growing up narrative was like that is the best, that's like what I want.
Yeah.
And I just kept like the years kept going by and I was like, wait, why isn't this happening for me, like am I doing something wrong? Or um yeah, then I had friends that did start settling down and having kids, and I was hearing a lot of like, I don't know, I'll say this nicely, like complaints about their husbands, really is
Oh, totally. Oh my God. Like that, we've made an entire podcast based on that.
The
Like we get
husbands
it.
husbands suck. We get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry.
for the most part they really suck. And I started, I guess, thinking from that angle, like, wow, like it seems like these guys are not like actually doing that much. And like it seems like they're just like adding a lot of like stress and emotional strife to the situation. And like what is the necessity to have two people, and kind of like thinking about it on a higher level, like do I need someone else? And like I kind of it clicked like over a couple glasses of wine with my roommate at the time. We were just talking and I was like, I think maybe like I could just have a kid though. Like why can't I?
I love it. Like that in itself, like someone needs to bottle that up. And it
Yeah.
goes back to who you are. Like you're decisive and you have like so much confidence, and you're just like, no, I'm going to do this. And that's amazing. Like that's so amazing. Like I feel like if you can hand only one thing off to your two daughters, it's that
Yes.
mentality. That's amazing. Also, like very Kardashians of you. Like
So
Kardashians, like
Kardashians.
men are not needed in that equation with
No.
them, and I love it.
I know
Okay.
nothing about Kardashians. Like I don't know if I should even be allowed on this podcast. I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't worry.
No,
Liz
it's
doesn't even watch.
okay.
Liz doesn't even watch it. Like she shouldn't be allowed here either. But we let others in.
No.
Like I might have
Yes.
liquid meme knowledge, but I definitely have never watched an episode of that.
Yeah, here's the thing. Memes, like those aren't created by real Kardashian people. I just want to throw it out there. They don't understand them. They don't dream about them like I do. Okay, so you basically are a Kardashian without realizing you're a Kardashian, which makes it even more iconic.
I guess
Totally.
adding that to my identity.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have
Um,
this realization in your with your roommate one night, you have a few glasses of wine, you wake up the next morning and you're like, no, this is still the right idea.
yeah. And I was like, okay, what does this actually look like? Like, how do I do this? What are the steps? And like, what is my timeline was like a big part of it as well. So at the time I was like in this really tumultuous on and off again with this one guy. Then there was a different guy. And then I basically gave the last guy, I was like, this guy is the deal breaker. Like, he's way older than me. He like should be ready to settle down. He's like good friends with my good friends. Like, if it's gonna happen, like this is gonna happen now. And sure enough, he like completely ghosted me. I think it was on Halloween, actually.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my
Um,
God.
he was supposed to come to a party to me and my friends, and he just didn't come. And then he didn't talk to me for a week. And when I finally met up with him, he's like, I didn't know we'd have to do this. I assumed you'd just figure out we were broken up.
Ew. Also,
Oh my
thank you for
God.
not becoming my child's parent. Like
Yeah.
that.
Thanks in advance.
As far as I know, he's still like single playing in his band in Toronto, and he's like 40.
Of course
so,
he is.
yeah.
Oh my God.
It's not good.
Well, I hope this podcast finds you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, I was like, okay, this is my sign from the universe, whatever you want to call it. Like, I am not waiting around anymore. Like, I'm so bored of waiting for someone else to like complete this story. And I started like kind of, I guess, like planting the idea around like with people, my friends, my parents, like people I respected who are entrepreneurs or parents, and being kind of like, I started thinking about this like really seriously. What do you think? And the initial response was pretty bad.
Wait, just to understand, how old are you at this point?
27.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 2 years past your deadline, essentially.
I
Okay.
gave it some time. But yeah, oh man, I think my mom was just kept repeating like, there's no way, like you can't do it, like you cannot do it, which of course only makes me like, you want to bet?
You're like,
Watch
yeah, I'm
me.
doing it.
Watch me on my stories.
But yeah, in general, the kind of verbiage from people is like, you're still so young, you have lots of time. Why don't you travel? Why don't you do this? But I would say like when I decided to have summer, I was at the peak of my career. Socially, I was like out all the time. I was at like 6 influencer events a day. I was going on trips all over the world. And I was just like, this isn't giving me anything. Like it started to feel just like I was like an empty shell for stuff, and like it looked cute on the internet, but I wasn't like fulfilled in any way. And I was like, as great as I know this is objectively, it's not what I want. Like I'm not a boss bitch. Like I want to be at home with a baby. Like and I just couldn't
Totally.
I was like just couldn't find a way to be content. So I just kept saying to everyone, like, yeah, I know I have time, but like, I don't want to waste any more time. Like, I've wasted enough, you know?
I love that.
Yeah. When you know,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, exactly. It was very much a like, when you know, meant to be kind of soulmate without the actual other person situation.
No, but Summer's your soulmate. Like it
Summer
makes total
is.
sense.
Yes.
It makes total
Yes.
sense.
It's true.
Yeah.
I felt bad actually the other day. She was like, can it just be you and me? Like, no more dad and Penny. I was like,
Oh,
no,
But you
I
are
used to
like,
say that to my parents all the time. Like, can we take him back now?
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but it's, I mean, yeah. Anyway, don't
She had a good run. She had a really good run.
no spoiler alert, but yeah. So I think it was probably like about not that long. Like that Halloween situation happened, and then I got pregnant in the spring.
Well,
So
yeah, I guess because summer then turns
yeah,
like her birthday's on Halloween. So,
yeah. So what were my steps? I went and did like really basic fertility testing, like make sure I like ovulating and basic stuff like that. And talked to my doctor who was actually like, oh, I have like a ton of patients who are doing this. Like
oh
it's
my God,
yeah,
that's
I know.
so important.
Like,
Like, can you imagine if you did all this like mental work and then you got to your doctor and they put a stop to it?
they were like, this is
Yeah.
That's,
what are you thinking? Like you're not fit, you know? Yeah.
yeah, that's so important.
Yeah,
I
I
love
was
hearing that.
really lucky to have that experience. I think not everybody does, but
Yeah.
I didn't go through a fertility clinic or anything. It was like a DIY situation. There are
Did,
guys, there are
sorry,
websites. There's like dating websites for donors. Let me just say that. Like,
did you ever, okay, a few things here. We're at the
okay,
crux. So, did you ever think about doing IVF or were you always like, I'm a DIY girl at heart? Okay.
oh
She's shaking her head for those who
no,
are not watching on YouTube.
I'm pretty medically adverse, as will
Okay.
come out
Okay.
later in this story. Like, I fucking hate hospitals. I hate like anything to do with being a doctor in any way. Um,
Okay.
I have like a lot of childhood trauma around it, I think is like a big
Okay.
part of it.
Okay.
But yeah, the idea of like, if I didn't have to, then I didn't want to do that route. I was like, why wouldn't I just like see if my body's going to do it on its own, you know? And
Okay.
let's,
Totally.
I feel like a lot of people, when they are considering it, that is like the immediate first step because I think it offers so much security in like
Yeah.
anonymity and the protections of like going through kind of uh, like a legally protected process that is kind of guaranteed.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that's what would come up for me is like, yeah, like you said, the legality of it all and just like the black and whiteness of it all.
yeah,
But
Mhm.
then I don't know. Yeah. But then I also understand the other, like I know people who have, I don't know anyone who's, oh, maybe I know both, but like I feel like there is something nice about, yeah, knowing the person and like just loving them and knowing that like they're going to have great offspring, you know?
yeah. I did a little bit of like digging on the internet. Basically, like you can print off a contract, and the thing about the contract that is really I think a lot of people don't think about that it's like a really good fail safe is okay, you are protecting the person from ever having any like legal rights to your child on one hand.
Hmm.
Then it protects
Yeah.
them from you ever asking for child support. And like on the couple sites, I'm like talking to people, but I never actually met with anyone because one of my friends who will remain unnamed came out of the woodwork and was like, I never want to have kids. You'd be great at being a mom. Like, I want to do this for you. Like, if you want me to,
Oh.
like, I'll do it. And I was like, "Are you serious? Like, let's go, like, sit and talk about this, like, without alcohol. Let's, like, have a serious."
Yeah.
And yeah, he was just kinda like, "Yeah, like, I don't ever wanna be a dad, but, like, I want you to have this."
Wow.
Like,
Wow.
yeah, it was crazy, and he's still a very good friend. He's still, like, in our lives, in, like,
Okay.
a fun uncle kind of capacity, which I love. Like, a lot of people are
Yeah.
like, "Oh, aren't you worried about having that person still around?" And I'm like, I'd rather that than someone
Yeah.
grows up one day and I'm like, surprise, like you have a secret dad and like you won't find out about it
Yeah.
until you're older. I want to just, when she asks, when those, things do align for her and it clicks, I want her to be like, wait, who was it that helped you? You know him. It was him. And yeah, he was like, he was my friend and he helped me out. And she'll just be like, okay. At least that's how it was in my I think having that access for her instead of it being like a mystery to me just
Yeah.
feels like the right way to do it. And
Yeah, I love it. And also like how cool that like you also have connection to this person if you're like, "Hey, like do you have like ear infections in your family?"
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I asked, well,
You
learning
know?
disabilities recently, just because like when she started school, I was like, wait, is there anything I should know? Like, do you have any
Right.
Yeah.
this in your family? And it wasn't like, oh, that wasn't in the file from like the sperm bank. Like,
Yes.
Totally.
no, so I guess we just don't know. It was like I can just ask we have like a really good positive personal relationship. So
I love it. Okay, and I'm assuming you just basically like old school style, like, or I don't know, is that old school or new school?
Turkey
But like
baster.
turkey baster
Turkey
and like,
baster, yeah.
or like,
Yeah,
no, syringe. I guess you have a syringe now.
you can like order syringes and kits and all the things. So it's just literally like collection cup
Oh
in
my
one
God.
room, and then there's like a special one, Mosey Baby. I did a campaign with him, so I will promote
Oh
them.
my God,
I
girl,
didn't
like
use them.
give us your referral codes. We'll
But
throw them in the show notes.
anyone who wants to use it, the Mosey one's like specially made so it like fits into your cervix properly. Like it's rounded at the edge. It's not like a medical syringe. It's like specifically made for putting sperm in your vagina.
And then it worked like first try, good
Third
to go.
day, it took 3 months, and like the first 2 times, it was like, I'm ovulating, come over, give me a sample. It didn't work, and then by the 3rd month, I was like, can you just come over like every day this week? And yeah, I found out I was pregnant like a few weeks after Mother's Day. Like I conceived on Mother's Day, which was so like weirdly
Stop.
universal. Yeah, I was like, oh my God, it's meant to be. Like, yeah. So that
Oh
was
my God,
crazy.
stop. That's so special.
Yeah, I looked back and I was like, wait, that was like the day was absolutely Mother's Day. Um,
And like, call me old fashioned, but I'm just like, wow, I can't believe it worked. Like, that's so cool that like
I know.
you like did this science experiment and like it worked and like your whole life is better because of it. And I
yeah.
just think it's so special.
People ask all the time, like, so how does it work? Like, did you go to a clinic? And it's like, guys, like, you just gotta get sperm in your vagina. Like, it's not that
Yeah.
complicated.
1 + 1 = 2.
Like, you
Yeah.
get it up there, and like, if the timing's right, it'll like do its thing just like it would out of a penis. Like, it's not different. I think
Mm-hmm.
people just get really like hung up on the how, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's awkward to like collect a sample from a stranger or a friend, but like past that,
Mm-hmm.
it's like putting a tampon, you're just sticking something up there and
Yeah.
hoping it sticks. You don't
Okay. Wow. You're really like really selling it. I'm like, wait, okay.
I
Sorry.
mean, like I
So,
can put a diva cup in now, so I'm sure I could do
oh my
this.
God, I know.
Get the guy to go right into the cup, like a clean one, obviously, and then just like stick
Obviously.
it up there, lay down for a bit, and like
Oh my God, I could do that.
Oh my God, Liz, this makes total sense. That's what you're like, that's your journey right now.
It's my journey. Yeah.
That's why you got the Diva Cup. Oh, and that's why you've been practicing.
And I didn't
Oh
even
my
know
God.
it, but now I do. It all makes
Yeah,
sense.
now we know. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then you have this baby. And like, okay, I have to ask.
Yeah.
Like, call me crazy, call me annoying. Did you ever like while you were pregnant, like I don't know, this sounds I sound so patriarchal saying this. Like, did
No.
you ever a bit of you think like, oh, like did you ever get feelings towards this person that donated the sperm? Like scientifically, like I don't know. I just wonder if that happens.
It's so unfair to him, but I actually like I was like, I got the horror. You know how women get pregnant and hate their husbands? Like I got that.
Yeah.
We weren't together, but I was just like, you're just annoying me. Like I can't be around you. I felt
Oh my God,
so bad.
stop. So you got the ick from your sperm donor.
Yeah, and I was like, you literally done the most amazing thing anyone could ever do for me, and I like cannot fucking stand you. Like I don't want to ever
Oh
see
wow.
you again. Like it was crazy. Yeah.
Wait, that's so funny. So it's really scientific like that. Like
The
that's
ick is
wild.
scientific.
It's
Okay.
primal.
Yeah. It was the primal urge to hate men is real. Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Okay, so yeah, so the answer is no, you never felt emotionally
In love.
Yeah.
No, I definitely did not feel in love.
And then your pregnancy obviously went
I had a
great.
great pregnancy. I absolutely loved it. I was like the happiest pregnant lady in the world. If anything, I'd like look at my friends who were pregnant around me who had partners and be kind of like, wow, I'm glad I don't have that like war of complication. Like I'm glad I don't have to
Yeah.
put anyone else into my birth plan or any of my decision making. Like
Did you find it like difficult to connect with other pregnant moms like because you went about it a different way, or did that not come up at all?
not really, no. I think a lot of people were probably waiting to like watch me fail was the only thing that like not necessarily my friends and family, but there were a lot of people doing the like you just wait, like you don't know what you've gotten yourself into kind
Yeah.
of
I mean, they say that to people with like two
Yeah,
husbands too. So like,
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah, there's even at one point, I think a TV segment about my story on the social, and the woman on it was like super harsh and like this girl like is selfish. She doesn't know what she's got coming. Like it's way harder than she could ever know. And I was like, oh, that's like a real burn. Like it really,
Wait, they like talked about your
yeah, on
story.
TV and said that. Yeah, it was so bad.
Oh my God. But here's the
Okay,
thing,
yeah.
like you wouldn't know any different. It's not like you had already had a child with a partner and then you were like, "You know what? I'm going to go about this alone." It's like people who have twins for their first baby, like you don't know any different.
So,
And I think you had the gift of confidence in knowing this is exactly what you wanted to do. So like no matter what, you were going to do it.
And you're like
People
the
are
best mom. It's
how
crazy.
many people are raised by just one parent, even when there is another around,
yes.
or their lives are made infinitely worse because of their
Yeah.
parent that like wasn't ready or isn't like emotionally there in some like I feel
Yeah.
genuinely now having done it both ways, I genuinely feel that like it is better to do it on your own than with the wrong person. And doing it just on my own for me at the time, like I wouldn't have it any other way. Like I would never change how things happen because it was so like unique and special to be just me and my daughter, like in this world I built, kind of like facing life together. It was incredible. Like
Oh,
it was, uh,
so
yeah,
how did you do that? Because like I know like you ended up having a C-section with Summer, right?
yeah. That was a
How
real
did
bummer curveball for me. 'Cause
I
kind of
know.
Yeah, I get
I'd
it.
moved to like a big old house that had lots and lots of stairs, and I had
Mm.
a cat and two dogs, and it was the middle of the winter, so I was like very ready to have a home birth, and then I found out really last minute Summer was breech, and then right after I found that out, my dog died, my older dog.
Oh my
And
God.
I was in just, like, the most horrible emotional state, and I couldn't, like, do any decision making, so I was like I met an OB, and he was kinda like, "I think you should do a C-section." I just did it. Um,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and yeah, that, like, was a bit of a curveball because I couldn't drive, I couldn't walk the dog, I felt like I couldn't actually do all the things that I, like, thought I'd be able to do on my own.
Totally.
And I was really lucky that, like, my mom came out and stayed for, like I think she stayed for 2 full weeks, and, like, lived with
Amazing.
me and helped, which, like, I would like to say overall, I definitely had this experience from a position of, like, a lot of privilege where, like, I did end up having despite their, like, initial unsureness, I did end up having a lot of family support, I did end up having a lot of friend support. Like, I really
Mhm.
built up my village and people, like, really showed up for me.
Oh my God. And that's also just a testament to like, again, I'm really channeling people who like are listening to this and trying to decide if this is the right move for them. And like that's just such a testament to like our world and like what you
Yeah.
can create for
Yeah,
yourself. And people want to support and they like want to see this like amazing positive story like succeed and do really
yeah.
well. So I think that's beautiful. I think that's amazing. Also, your mom is like God's gift. Like if we could all be so lucky to have her like in our life. She's amazing with your children, but that's another story. Um
But, yeah, so I had a lot of support for the first little bit, and then I actually at 4 weeks, I flew here and, like, had a couple weeks in Vancouver with my family because I was, like, still not quite up to, like, being able to be on my own in the house with the stairs and stuff.
Yeah, I
That was
still can't believe
crazy.
you flew. Like, I don't think I mean, I talk about it all the time. I don't think I drove a
Well, we
car for
told
like
me.
4 months.
Oh my
That's
God. Yeah.
crazy. That's so you though. You're so capable. Like, it's so impressive. You just like do shit.
Yeah, yeah, and it helped that Summer is just, like, one of those unicorn babies. Like, Summer
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I always say, like,
I've
"You
heard
get
about
the baby
those.
you need like, to do
Yes.
whatever," and for me, I think because I was on my own, I got, like, the most chill baby on earth. Like, people would meet her and be like, "I've never seen her with her eyes open. Like, does she ever" She was fine in the car, she was fine at night, like, she could sleep wherever, and it was just like a godsend to have her be who she was, because it would have been a
Yeah.
very different story if I'd had a really like difficult colicky baby and I couldn't sleep properly and I couldn't take care of myself properly. But with Summer, it just felt like, I don't know, like I just had like a new tiny best friend that was just like hanging out, like going to do all the things.
Oh my
Oh, like,
God, that's so
yeah.
cute. This is what Liz thought motherhood was going to
Oh,
be
Liz,
like. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Liz, it does exist. You went
yes.
crazy.
I just needed to get a sperm donor. That's what I needed to
Yeah. And like,
do.
just like have a girl that just always had her eyes
Sleeps
closed.
sleeps forever.
William Harvey's
I
very
am
cool.
curious, oh,
What's that?
sorry, what
Sorry,
did
I
you
said
say?
the donor guy is very, very chill. So I credit a lot of her sleepy personality
Oh,
to like,
nice.
okay, that was a good match from genetics.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, so
that's a good
he
tip
gave
for
you that
people.
gift. Yes. I was
Yeah.
gonna ask, like, was he at the birth and was he involved at all in your postpartum, or was that
He was not,
no? Okay.
he didn't meet her for like a few weeks.
Was that
Okay.
weird? Having her meet her?
It was, I thought it would be really weird. I was like really emotional about it. Obviously, I was freshly postpartum.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
was just kind of like, he never fails to amaze me, like his lack of emotion. Like even now when he sees her and I'm like, isn't it so weird for you though? Like, you okay? Like, are you sure? Like, do you have feelings for us? Like, I'm here for you. And he's like, no, like, she's happy. Her life's great. Like, I'm more sure than ever that, like, I do not want what you have. Like, he's just a
Perfect.
very not tied down, go with the flow
Yeah.
man. And that is how he wants his life to always just continue to be.
That's
And he's
amazing.
like,
And I feel like that's like such a man thing too.
yes, I
Yeah.
admire that he was able to like find that in himself and accept it and like live his truth. Because I think a lot
Yeah.
of men do end up like doing it even though their heart's not really in it and it ends very badly.
Yes.
Yeah. PSA, just donate the sperm, guys. Like, same.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just give it to us in a
yeah.
syringe and see
Yeah.
Yeah. Or in a diva cup, like whatever works
or
for
Whatever
you.
best.
whatever. Yeah.
A ramekin.
Yeah.
Okay. So, wait, where were
Yeah.
we?
So I had Summer. Everything was great. She was awesome. I have no notes other than like everyone would talk about how hard newborn phase was, and I was like, these are the best days of my entire life. Like,
Okay. And now you're going to be asked to leave our podcast.
Yeah.
Don't know Kardashians. That's okay. Calling newborn the best days of your life later.
I know. But okay, sorry. I'd be like, trust me, I get it back into
No,
sentence later.
we get it.
Don't
We get
worry.
it.
Baby number 2 kicked my ass. So
Okay, wait, before we
Really?
get there, yeah, baby number 2 is similar to CJ.
you were just
Okay.
kill me. Yeah.
Okay, before we get there, were you nervous or did you not give a fuck that if you, because this is what comes up for my friends, if you have a baby, no, you're not going to meet anyone, no one's going to want to join your life because eventually you do want a partner.
Oh, like not even a little bit. I think I just felt like this is all I need right now. And when
Yeah.
that phase like has passed, and in my head, I always had like when she starts kindergarten, like we'll have 5 years just us together, and I'll like open myself up to dating when she starts school, and like there's more separation, and it seems like a more kind of like natural thing. But I was very like protective of us. I didn't really want anyone like meddling with what we had going on. It
Mm-hmm.
just, I guess I was just very like protective of of our life, and like I never felt like, oh, it would be like a burden for someone to take this on. I felt more like what an amazing gift like someone will find to have just like this family waiting for them, you know?
Oh my God, this is the cutest thing I've ever heard. What a great perspective. I love that. And it's
Yeah.
so true. And like, I do feel like Johnny feels that way.
Oh, yeah. Johnny's a real
Yeah.
curveball in all my plans. But so summer turn 1, life is great, our house is perfect, everything's great. So yeah, then global pandemic hit. No one
Yes.
was allowed to go anywhere, and I was like, what the fuck do we do? Like, how can I get groceries like if I can't bring my child into the grocery store. At that point, it was like, if you go outside, like you will die. So I made the very just like panic decision to get on a plane and fly to Vancouver because everyone was like, they're going to shut down like air travel. We'll all be trapped wherever we are. I gave up my house in Toronto, which was like the most heartbreaking thing ever because it was literally heaven on earth.
Oh my
And I'd like
God.
renovated it all, and it was just so sad.
COVID really fucked you. Oh my
Fucked
God.
me. So then it's like, okay, they reopened the bars for this summer because they can open the windows. So I went out, I got all dressed up, and my sister was babysitting, and she was like, "You're gonna meet someone tonight," and I was like, "Fuck off! Like I have no interest. I just want to go like get drunk with my best friend." And then we went, sat at the bar at Sing Sing, and Johnny, my now husband, was our server. And
It's so
yeah,
great.
we like really hit it off right away. I got really, really, really wasted and was like, you can take my number. And
Which, like, I feel like you wouldn't have done unless you were wasted, right?
yeah, I don't know. I have been known to give my numbers to a lot of restaurant employees. I will say that.
Oh my God, wait, I love
I
that.
love
That's so
sign it on the
fun.
receipt. Like, if you want to come.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what do you say? I need to know for my own like information.
What?
Yeah. What do you say?
Just like, it was nice chatting. Like, call me if you want to meet up or something like that.
Cute.
Katie's
It's so
like noted.
innocent. Oh yeah, I like still give out my number like today. It's like a bit of an issue. Sometimes I wake up, I'm like, oh Chris, I think you give my number out.
Never. It doesn't mean
Like,
anything if you don't actually meet up with them. It's fine.
oh yeah, exactly. No,
yeah.
don't worry. No one's worried in this household.
Yeah. So I gave my number.
okay.
And he was kind of like, "You're drunk. You need to go home. Like the bar's closed." And I walked.
Oh my God, that's so annoying when bartenders and things say that. You're like, hello.
You're
we
like,
were
yeah,
having
you got me
fun."
drunk. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, ew, don't act like this isn't your like
Yeah.
doing.
And my famous one-liner as I was stumbling out the door was, "You'll remember this is the night you met your soulmate."
Oh my God. Oh my God. Alyssa, I'm not taking that note down.
You are iconic. Like your certainty in life is so inspiring. Like if I take anything from this podcast, it's that statement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I have
amazing.
this confidence that is, I don't know why I have it, but like sometimes I just.
God bless it. I love it.
Okay, wait. And what does he say? Because I'm trying to picture Johnny in this situation. Like, I feel like I actually think he would really love it.
He
Like,
was
I
just
feel like he really
like he just like kept laughing at me, really.
but I feel like he probably really liked it. Like, I feel like he was very like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Charmed.
she likes me.
I see me right after, like, "Did you get something?" Like, I was like, "Oh, okay." But then the next day I woke up and I was like, I don't know this person's name. I don't even remember what he looks like, especially he's wearing a mask the whole time. So I was like, I don't even know what his face looks like. Like, it's this odd. I like called my best friend and I was like, "Was he cute? Like, this is good, right?"
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Says the girl who says, like, I'm your soulmate.
Yes.
Okay,
So then we accidentally fell in love. He had no idea I was a mom.
Like before or after you fell in love?
No. So we waited 2 weeks before we went on our first date, and we talked every day, but he didn't yet know I was a mom. And that was kind of a really weird thing because I'd like send him pictures of my apartment and stuff, and I'd like hide all the stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wait, I also love that you're like sending photos of your apartment. Like only you. Like only you who like has the cutest apartment. Like I could never send photos. If I sent photos of my apartment when I was in my 20s, like people would be like, okay, I'm gonna send a cleaner your way.
Crazy like fate thing with me and Johnny is he's like the one person on earth who, like, I swear on earth, who wouldn't check socials before going on a date with someone they'd met in a bar.
Totally.
And he did not look me up on social media. Otherwise, like, I literally don't think we would have even gone on the first date. So,
and did he know at the time that was your career?
He did not know that was my career. I like scoured the internet for any trace of him because I was like,
obviously, yeah.
No, I could tell you like what like their team's name, hockey's team's name when they were 12 is. Like I can find anything
to do a background check. But like I kept thinking like I'm gonna get a message from him like, "Hey, I just looked you up on Instagram and like, do you have a kid?" But it just never came. So we go on this date and I'm so nervous. And within like the first 10 minutes, he said something to the effect of like, God help me if I ever have kids.
Oh no.
And you're like, oh.
So
Yeah, and I was like, so there
Dude.
is this one thing I probably should tell you. Like I have like an 18-month-old daughter. And he was like, what? He was really like silence for a minute. And I was like, yeah, I'm like hiding it from you. I just like didn't, it felt like a weird thing to say over text. So like if you want to leave, it's totally okay. My sister actually like waited
Aw.
outside in the
Oh my
car,
God.
like in case he'd walked out when I told him, so I wouldn't like be so sad and we could just have a drink. Like,
Oh my God, that's so cute.
yeah, so I like gave him a minute. I think I went to the bathroom, like gave him a minute and came back and he was like, no, like I'll stay, but like this is pretty like weird for me. And I was like, okay, let's see. And then it came out. He was like, oh, I don't really plan on having kids till I'm like 40. And I was like,
Little does he know. Like, I wish we could just like whisper in his ear, FYI, like you're gonna have like 2 kids at 30.
I have 2 kids. Yeah, but we ended up like just staying together like the whole night. Not the whole night. He sent me home in a cab. He like refused on the first day, which I was
Aw.
like, this is weird.
Well, he's like, this bitch is
Yeah.
fertile.
Really, like, I don't like this. But yeah, then it was so wild. Like I thought I framed it in my head like this is a casual thing. We're just having fun. This is my like extracurricular from being a mom, I'll like go on fun
Totally.
dates with this guy and pretend I'm a different person and then like come home recharged to be the best mom ever. And
I love that. Totally.
then literally on our second date, he came with like, I don't think he actually had it written down, but he had like notes of like, these are some questions I have for you about like my involvement in your child's life. And like, I've been talking to my best friend and like, this is what he's been saying. And like, he'd like done a lot of research. Like, he was serious about me. I don't think he would ever admit that, but like, he was really serious really fast. And I think he didn't like know how to process that. And I was like, oh, I thought this was just a fling, but like, you actually like might want to be involved, which was a wild realization. And I was kind of like, she's still so little, like it's a one day at a time situation. Like she's not gonna remember you even if she does meet you. Like,
Yeah.
this is like something you need to be really aware of if this is a long-term thing. But for now, like you don't need to be in you don't have to be like thinking through every step of like the next 20 years of my baby's life who you've never even met. Um,
Yeah, that was probably so reassuring. It's also it must have been so reassuring for him, but also how tables have turned because on the second date you were like, "Do you want to have kids?" To most people,
yeah,
like only 2 years ago,
I
Right.
know. And I was like,
and now you're like, "Slow down,
Whoa,
bro!
slow
Like she's
down.
not
I was like,
yours."
I'm not like looking for a dad for my kid. We're like 100% good. There's no like missing piece. Like,
Yeah,
if you want to like hang out, that's what I'm offering. But like, I'm not really willing to like let
yeah. If you want
anyone
me,
in, kind of thing. Uh,
yeah.
but then, I think also it's worth noting for anyone considering this path. For him, it was a really big plus that I'd done it on my own. Um, he was like so
Yeah.
nice that there's no like dramatic ex partner or
Yeah.
like baby
Yeah.
daddy or some situation that like fighting with custody and having to be limited on where we can move and all of these things that come with having like I'm a single parent from a different way. Like I didn't have any of that. It was just like, yeah, I just had my kid and now I just have her. Like that's it. There's no more things to worry about beyond that.
Yeah, that's so cool, Alyssa. Like it's just he must have also just like thought like, "Holy shit, who is this like superwoman?"
Powerhouse.
Yeah, like who is this
Yeah.
person that just
He definitely was like
like
really super impressed about like what I'd done, how independent I was.
okay, and then obviously like okay, so you meet this human, he has a list of questions for you. And then at what point like do you end up bringing Johnny into the fold?
Like pretty quick. because
Like, your gut was just like, "No,
my
let's just
gut
roll
was
with this."
yeah, my gut was like, "I don't know, there's something here with this guy, like, showing up and caring this much." And
Aw.
I don't I was so protective up to that point, but, like, it just totally disappeared. It was so weird, and I was like, like, "You can meet her whenever, like,
Yeah.
you won't remember, like, it's the stakes are low."
I
Uh,
also feel like that comes down to Johnny's nature, like, he's not like, it's not scary inviting him into your world, like, he's not gonna cause harm. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's,
he'll,
like,
like,
such a
do
gentle, nice
anything not
person.
to. Yeah.
What's that?
He'll do anything not to cause harm. Uh,
Totally, yeah, so I think that that's, like it makes total sense that your guard came down and you're like, "Okay, even if this doesn't work out forever, this is, like, a healthy, like, gentle human to introduce to my family."
yeah, like, there was no, like, sense of danger, and then that first, I would say probably, like, 3rd, maybe 4th date was, like, we all went to the beach together, 3 of us,
Cute.
and it was, like that was, like, the moment I fell in love with him, like, that early, because it was just, like, we're in the car, and we were playing the Strokes, we were singing along, and Summer's in the back seat, like, little tiny toddler Summer, and it just felt, like, right.
Mhm.
Whoa, I wasn't looking for something to complete things, but this feels like it's meant to be.
And I almost like I don't Johnny hasn't said this, but, like, I almost feel like he felt the same way, like, he wasn't looking for this family, but suddenly he, like, met this family and he was like, "Wait, this completes me too."
Yeah, like, he didn't know if he ever wanted to be a parent. He had, like, a lot of
Yeah,
family stuff that made him feel like maybe it wasn't the right choice for him. I think he was very, like, very lone wolf, very, like,
totally.
he hadn't been in a committed relationship for, like, his whole 20s, like, 10 years, which was
Mhm.
insane to me because I was just, like, dating like crazy in my 20s.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, I think he didn't realize neither of us, like, realized we needed each other until it, like, fell into place, and it was like, "Oh, this, like, makes things so much better." Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Because I honestly, like, I feel like he fell in love with Summer at the same time as falling in love with you.
absolutely. Maybe honestly sooner, like, because he was like, with her, it was always so easy. Like, he connected with her, and it was just felt like they were always meant to be together, like soulmates in a different way, you know?
Yeah,
There was
I
just
love
this,
that.
like, yeah, and she still, like, is his she's like a daddy's girl.
Totally.
And she knows he's not her biological dad because we've said, like, he wasn't there when you were born, and, like, he wasn't there until you were Penny's age, like, when our 2nd daughter got to that age, we were like, "Oh, this is, like, the age you met dada." So it's not a secret to her that, like, one day we're gonna reveal, like, he's not
Mhm.
my dad.
And then did you always know that you would wanna have more than 1 kid? Or, like, what was that feeling like?
No, when I had Summer, I was like, "I think I'm good." Like,
Mhm,
she's perfect, this is great, like, I don't need anything else, and then when I
mhm,
fell in love with Johnny, I was like, "I really wanna do this with someone," because
mhm.
now the idea of, like, not because I felt like I missed out, it was almost like wanting to see through the looking glass, like, what's it like on the other side?
Yeah,
Um, and I'm really grateful that I have both those perspectives because it really solidified, like this sounds so bad. It
without throwing
really
Johnny under the bus.
solidified how, like, I wasn't, like, delusional, it was really great doing it on my own. Like,
Yeah, which I think is like, I'm thankful for that perspective because now you're on this podcast and you can literally share that with people, like,
yeah,
"No, that was a good experience."
yeah, I wasn't just, like, head in the clouds about it.
Wow. Well, I can't believe it. I literally asked you one question at the very beginning, like, so let's chat about you becoming a mom. And like, here we are, like literally an hour later, and there's no more time for anything else. This has been so amazing. I really appreciate you just like opening up like your memory and your heart and just sharing your entire experience with us. I feel like you're just so generous with this story. It means a lot.
I feel like it could change a lot of people's lives who think, like, "Oh, I haven't met the right person, like, I just don't get to do this," and that isn't the case. Like, if you genuinely want to be a parent, like, you don't need 2 people to be a parent.
Yeah, 100%. This has been so special, Alyssa. I really appreciate you coming on here.
Thanks so much for having me.